Hey you guys, it's Nikki and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to be doing a plan with me in my Hobonichi Cousin planner. I really do love this planner. It has a weekly, monthly, and daily section. I love how these weekly spreads turn out, and I can't wait to do like a flip through just because I just love it. And if you are interested in this planner, I think they are half off right now on Amazon just because, you know, they're getting ready for the new planners to come out next year. And if you just want to try it out for a few months to see if it's something you would be interested for next year, I will leave a link down below. It's always down there, but if you want to check it out. So if you like these plan with me's, then just keep on watching. Okay, so we are back in the Hobonichi Cousin planner. I really love this planner, and we are doing a weekly spread. I am using a kit from my shop, which is called Firefly, and it's a really pretty purple and pink kit, and I just love it. And I'm really excited to use it. It matches the August monthly kit in my shop, which I really love that one too. And I will be doing a August plan with me, like a memory keeping spread. That should be out, I think, next week. And I'm just, as always, starting out with the base of the kit, which I really like doing this. And this is a good way to prep your pages for future spreads. If you know you're not going to have a lot of time, you can just get the basic stickers down on your spread. So when you're ready to do actual planning, that you can just get right into it. And that is kind of what I've been doing on the busier weeks. I've been at least trying just to put the bones of the spread down, which include the bottom washi and the date covers and the sidebar. And then I like to put my full boxes down in the week just to remember or just to remind myself to use them because I think sometimes I forget. And so they're just there and I can space them out exactly how I want them to be spaced out. So that is really helpful for me when I am planning. And so on the sidebar, I usually do a weekly checklist, which I like to use to write down what we have for dinner. I like to reference this in future weeks just to help with meal planning. I struggle with meal planning, as I'm sure a lot of us do, just coming up with new things and a meal for every week because we do have to feed our families every night. There's that meme that's like the struggle of like, you know, you have to do it every day, but you still struggle. I can't remember what the saying is exactly, but it is funny that, yeah, I know it. I don't know why we act surprised that there's dinner every night that we have to figure out, but it's totally true. But I think it's also because we like to mix it up, try not to have the same things all the time, even though we do have a rotation basically. I have thought about doing maybe like a 2 or 3 week set menu, and then for those days or weeks that I just can't even think, like I'm too busy and I'm too like stressed out to like sit there and think about it, it's just already there for me. But I have been lucky because my husband has actually kind of taken over the meal planning, and I'm like, if you want to do the meal planning and the grocery shopping, then I will be happy to cook the food. So sometimes the only guidance I really give him is something simple, like on busier weeks, like new release weeks are usually pretty busy for me. So I do try to keep those meals really, really simple, not time consuming, not a lot of ingredients, but things that we like. So that has been really helpful. And then I also just put one habit tracker on the week, which, you know, sometimes I just not make up something, but something that I'm not really tracking because it depends if I'm actually using the planner or like the weekly spread as a memory or as an actual like plan for the week. Usually it's a memory spread. So I think I put in like vitamins this week, which I need to get back on track with. And then the 4 bullet uh, like dots that I put on the bottom are just for things that are going on that week, things that I need to remember, or events that are happening, or something like that. And I think I just fill out the sidebar at the end of the plan with me, so you can kind of stay tuned for that if you want to see how I fill it out. And like I said, I'm just putting down the full boxes. Since I am memory keeping this one, I kind of know which days are busier, and I try to put the full boxes on the days that maybe don't have as much going on, that I can use some filler space with the full boxes. And then at the top, I just like to put something that is either going on that day or something that happened in the morning or something like that. So on Monday, the kids' school schedules were posted. Both of my kids are out of elementary school, and they have, blocks. That's what they call them here. When I was growing up, we called them, periods, but here they're called blocks. And so they got their schedules so they could ask friends if they had any classes or lunch together. And then this planner, I do put in work because that's what I spend most of my day doing, is working on my Etsy shop, Nikki Plus 3. If you are new, I do have a planner shop. And so I just put in mass print. I must have done a lot of printing that day. And then I just like to use these Panda Bird design laptop girls, and I like to layer them on a swatch sticker from the kit and put it on there. And I usually take a bow, and these are from Clever Gal Crafts, and I love these bows. They come in so many different colorways, and they're just so versatile of a sticker that I like to use them. And that printer sticker, I think, was from Papershire, and she has a lot of doodles and a lot of stickers that I like. And then I am just cutting up some some floral from the add-on sheet for the kit, and just marking practice for my daughter. The practice stickers are from Honey Inked, and the soccer ball sticker is from Lexi Kylie Designs. I just like how really small these are. And then the last thing I'm going to put is grocery shop, and these stickers are from My Newest Addiction. I don't think she has those anymore because they're a pretty old sticker, but yeah, that was just kind of a green. The green in the kit is kind of like a lighter green, so I just thought the kiwis would go well with the kit. So next is Tuesday, and I filmed a video. This was a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah. So I can't really remember out of like off the top of my head what I did, but I had written it in my Moxie daily planner. So I am just referencing that while planning this spread. So I filmed a video, and then I put cancel appointment because the dentist that we started going to a couple, like when we first moved to Virginia, they all of a sudden stopped taking our insurance. So we had to find a new dentist, but I still needed to cancel my appointment from the old dentist because, you just make that appointment at your last appointment. That sounded really confusing, but I just needed to cancel that so I wasn't charged for a no-show or whatever. And then the next thing was, this was still World Cup week. These were like getting to the finals. This was the last week of the World Cup. So it was Spain versus Sweden, and these will no longer be what is it called? Spoilers, because this is weeks ago now, but obviously Sweden moved on. But, I'm sorry, Spain. Spain moved on, but Sweden still played a game for third place. And then I just put another work sticker at the bottom, and I got the gas sticker from Lexi Kylie Design. It's like a car sampler sheet, and that's from Lexi Kylie Designs. And then since it was Tuesday, we go to Cafe Rio on Tuesdays because they have like a deal with their tacos. And so I just grabbed this taco sticker from Lexi Kylie Designs, and these are on transparent paper and they're really tiny. So they're really cute icons, and I just kind of layered them up on a few different stickers from the kit. And I wrote Cafe Rio. Sometimes figuring out how to layer the stickers can be not difficult, but just kind of like a puzzle, trying to figure out what looks the best. But I feel like it usually works out. So moving on to Wednesday, I usually just get up and get ready for the day. If I'm doing my workout routine, then I'll work out in the morning. But usually after all that, I go right to work, and I work from home. So it really is easy just to walk downstairs and get right into the mode of working. So again, that just takes in a lot of my day. And then I used one of these arrow stickers, and these were a freebie in my shop, but now you can purchase them. And I really like them to just mark off long blocks of work time or projects, or I mean, you can use them for lots of different things, even soccer games, or if like practices, if you're going to be away for a while. They're just like a good sticker to time block. And so I just wrote down I had to do some mock spreads, I had to post a reel, and I had to come up with some kit themes for the next new releases. And I'm sure I did way more stuff than just that, but that's what I decided to write down. And then we are just going to layer up some stickers. And I really like these scalloped labels. I think they're really pretty. And this one was England versus Australia for the finals, and England moved on to the finals, which meant it was Spain versus England and Sweden versus Australia. I was excited that Australia made it so far because they were the hosts, them and New Zealand. So that was really exciting for them, I think, to get that far. And I just took one of these laptop stickers. These, I think, were from, well, Miss Meow, I think, before she changed her name. That was the sheet, but I don't think she sells those anymore. But I really do like those laptops. And I am just writing on there that I needed to write and send the newsletter for my shop. If you are not part of my newsletter, I will leave a link down below, and you should really join. This is where you get all of my shop coupon codes. This is the only place that they are available now. I only send one a week, and it's just kind of shop news, letting you know some future things that are happening, like new releases or sales or events that are going on in the shop. And I just try to make it more like a fun email. So if you want to join that, I will leave it down below for you. Next, another kid had practice, and then I'm just putting another label down to mark that. I don't know what I planned, maybe the rest of the week, maybe the next day. I probably just planned the next day because I've been planning the night before, because it really helps me set up my focus for the next day. So in the morning, I just already know what I'm doing, which is really helpful for me. And that planner sticker was from Papershire. It's a really cute doodle. And I'm doing another laptop because I needed to email my son's school his immunizations, because he's going into 7th grade and he needed some specific immunizations to even go to school, which is fine, but I just need to make sure that happens because they're like, if he doesn't have them, I mean, this was all the kids, but if they don't have them, then they can't come to school. So I didn't want that to happen. So I made sure I emailed those to them. And then I just wrote AM routine because basically every morning is the same. And I don't really want to put the same thing at the top every day. But so I try to change it up. And so that day I just put AM routine since nothing interesting happened. And then for dinner that day, we did pork tacos, and I like to do the pork in the crock pot. So I needed to get the crock pot going for the day. So I just marked that. And then the crock pot sticker was from Soda Pop Studio, who is no longer a shop. And then the bow sticker is from Sadie Stickers. And then we're doing another work sticker. And I think I'm changing that swatch because the full box had that same color. So just changing that out and putting that down and putting a bow down. It's the same thing. I like the consistency in my planner of how that looks. And then that evening, I did do a lot of work, but my daughter had wanted to go to the track near our house and do some sprinting. So my husband, all of us went, and I was the only one that didn't sprint, but the other three did, and I was the one that like timed them and stuff. So we spent some time there, and then we had wanted to go over to, I call them the firefly fields. We had found a really good area in near our home that has a ton of fireflies at like right when the sun goes down, and my husband and I had found it on a walk that we had gone on, and the kids weren't with us, and so we wanted to make sure that we took them there before the summer ends because the fireflies don't really stay around very long. And I have said this a million times, but we're from California, and California does not have fireflies. So that is something fun that is over here on the East Coast that we really like seeing. They're just really cool. And the fields just looked like magic, like fairies. I don't know. It was just really pretty. And I did post a picture one day when we did find it, or not a picture, a video, and it just looked really amazing. So we did that evening also. On Friday, I need to start work early because we were my work day was going to be ending early because we had plans for the evening. So I made sure I got to work a little bit earlier, and I'm changing that bow up because I'm going to put a bow right here on this with this work sticker. So I didn't want like double bows. And now I'm going to be pulling the sticker up, and I think I pull up the full box sticker too. And on this paper, it is really like thin paper in the Hobonichi Cousin Planner. But if you are really careful, you can usually pull them up. There might be a little bit of, rip, a teensy bit, like not through the paper. It doesn't bother me because I'm just laying a sticker back down on that part, so it doesn't bother me. And I'm not saying this happens every time. I'm just saying if it does happen. So I decided that I'm going to put an arrow, and I can put a few things that I did that day on there, which was I was designing and I had to edit some reels, and then I put the full box down, and I'm going to put it back up because I don't think I could get it straight. So especially if you put right when you put the sticker down, it hasn't really had time to set. You can get them up pretty easily, but I needed to fill in that space since I had pulled that bow up, and I just took some florals and put it there. And then I was trying to decide what sticker to use because we had a couple packages delivered, and I decided on this like box sticker, which it says Toffee Bananas, but she's Papershire now. And so I used that. And then this was a freebie in my shop, these little stamp transparent paper or stickers, which I really like, and I like using them when I'm marking like mailing and stuff. And our kids' new soccer uniforms were delivered, and some Nike shoes were delivered. So that's always like a fun package to get. And so I had to go through all that stuff with the kids, make sure that we got all their uniforms and stuff. And then I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to mark what I'm going to mark. So we went to a 5 Seconds of Summer concert as a family, and I write on like three different things before I finally choose what I want to do. So no, I'm not going to use that. That gets pulled up. And I just end up using like a bigger label box and some layered stickers. And it was a lot of fun. We have an outside theater near our home that actually quite a few people come to. We've gone a few times now, and it's really nice being able to see these people in concert. I don't know if you guys like concerts. Let me know what the last concert you guys went to was down below. I like knowing what kind of music people like to listen to or who you guys like to see. But this one was really fun. They performed, it was only them, which we had never been to a concert where it's only the people that you are actually going to see. Oh, no, that's a lie. They did have an intro band, but now I can't remember who it was. And they were only on for like 20 minutes. It wasn't very long. It was a girl band too. Oh, okay. I can't remember. I think we went and got food into the bathroom when they were performing. So, because I didn't even know they were coming on, but it was a really fun night with the kids. And then the next day, I had to wake up early because my daughter had an early soccer game, and I told my husband I would take her and he could come like when it started. So we went and did that game. It was actually really nice in the morning, like not super hot yet. So I will take an 8 a.m. game over like a noon game because you are just melting, and I feel bad. Like, I feel like I can't complain about how hot it is when I'm not even the one on the field running and doing actual work. So I try not to complain because I know it could be a lot worse. And then we came home and did like a breakfast at home with the family and just relaxed a little bit. And we watched the Australia versus Sweden game, which now that I'm thinking about it, I think Sweden won. Yeah, yeah, Sweden won. So Sweden won third place. And then my son had a soccer game later that day, and it was hot. That once we got to the game, and these were like their first games back. These were tournaments, I think. Yeah, they were tournaments. My daughter would have had a game on Friday, but since we had that concert, she did not go to that game. And then after my son's game, my husband and I went to another concert, and so I just wrote get ready because I needed to like freshen up from the game. But we had planned this one months ago, and then the 5 Seconds of Summer one came out, and I was like, oh, that would be a fun one to go to with the kids. And then I was like, oh, that's the day before the one that we already planned out, but it was fine. It was just kind of funny to be there 2 nights in a row, but this one was date night, and it was Simple Plan, Sum 41, and The Offspring, which are all bands that we grew up with. So this was the second time that we saw Simple Plan, and I love them. They were a band that I liked in high school, and so I was really excited to see them again. And we actually only stayed for Simple Plan and Sum 41. We were just kind of like tired and ready to go home. So that was another fun night. And I do put in that swatch sticker right there. I do put a date night script sticker, but I don't think I had pulled it out for this spread. So I don't think I put it until I'm done filming. But that little makeup sticker is from Hello Petite Paper. She might have it in her shop. It was a freebie off a freebie sticker sheet, so but I bet she has some really cute icons in her shop that I love. On Sunday, we did get to sleep in a little bit because I think we didn't have any games until a little bit later, and that was the finals. So it was England versus Spain, and we were rooting for England, but Spain won. I did not feel like England performed their best on that game, and it ended up being like 1-0, and Spain got that goal like early in the game. So anytime they're like late or early in the game, I'm sorry, did I say early? They got the goal early in the game. So anytime it's like early in the game and then the game ends without going to overtime or anything, it's a little bit like not a letdown, but not as it's anticlimactic is what it is because you're just like, okay, I guess they won. It's not like a, oh dang, they got it in the last 5 minutes. You know what I mean? But I'm happy for Spain, and they deserved it. They played better, so good for them. And then it was Katya's game, and she scored in this game. We actually got it on film too. It was really a really good goal. She really went after that uh, goal, so it was good. Really proud of her. And the game day stickers, I don't think I had mentioned, are from Lexi Kylie Designs also. And then, oh, I didn't even mention those really cute, what I use for the Firefly Fields sticker too. This was a freebie from Sadie Stickers, and it was a gathered plans freebie, like you put her name in the notes to sell her. And it was a freebie, and it had like fireflies, or maybe they're dragonflies, but they can look like fireflies, and butterflies. I mean, you kind of saw it, but I loved it, and I was like, this is perfect for this kit, so that's why I'm using it. And then we just did another work sticker, and then we got a car wash later that day. I'm sure we did some other things, but it was probably a more relaxing day. And the car wash stickers from Lexi Kylie Designs also. And then on that freebie that I was talking about, this is the freebie from Sadie Stickers. I just used some of these dividers and used them across the top because I like to put something there to fill in that space, but not to make it too cluttered. So I'm just having to trim them down a little bit. And then I do put them across the whole top, but I don't think I show you that because that could be boring. And then I'm just filling in the dinners that we had during the week. We had Taco Bell. We tried a new place that had pork bows around here. It was so good. We did that before the concerts on both nights, actually, because they were so good. And then we did pork tacos. I did Hawaiian haystacks, which I spelled Hawaii wrong. And then Cafe Rio. And then we did a stir fry. And then I'm just writing that I need to cancel the dentist appointment, that we needed to get gas in my car, to email the immunizations, and it was the World Cup finals. And then I just put vitamins in the habit tracker and then marked it all off. And then I will zoom you out here in a minute so you can see it was an overcast day, so the foil wasn't really cooperating until I lifted up the whole planner. But that is it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.